Welcome everybody, made it through almost the full week.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Well, I think Friday counts.
Friday counts, okay. Friday counts, hey. If you want to hang out Saturday also
Right.
for a workout.
Or, you know, if it's in the morning, Friday, just skip your work day.
I don't recommend that.
It's February. We made it through January.
Right. All right, so we have our strength workout today. It is one of those shortened ones. We're going to get a lot of work in a very short period of time. What will you need today? You're going to need some sort of weight, kettlebell, dumbbell, something relatively heavy, and then one of your super bands. We're going to do two different movements with this. So if you have two different ones, maybe a lighter one and a heavier one, bring them both out. If you only have one, then we'll make that one work. And then something to elevate. I'm going to use just two couch pillows. Coach Amy's going to use her super awesome Bosu Sport. Something that we're just going to need to elevate ourselves. If you have a fitness bench, that also works. Yeah, so you'll be able to use different options for that. So,
yeah.
You ready?
Ready. Let's do this.
We have jumping jacks, heel claps, crisscrosses, as always. 10 of each of those. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Arms out in front. Open the chest up. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms wide. Feet wide. Crisscross in the middle. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna do, we're gonna try to get as low as you possibly can. This is one, I think I mentioned it one time relatively recently, where if you can elevate your heels, if you have maybe some old textbooks or something like Encyclopedia Britannica.
That might be a little thick.
If anybody, they had volumes of those. They were only like that big.
Oh.
Not the...
Not the big mammoth.
Right, not the... Yeah, no. You can elevate your heels. We're going to go into a low squat. From this position, we're going to reach our arms up nice and high. Bring them back down. And then stand back up. How many are we going to do? I don't know, 30 seconds worth. I just want to really, you'll feel this throughout the entire body. The second one that we're going to do, you need a little bit of room, not much. It's going to be a suitcase carry. We're going to take that either kettlebell or dumbbell, one side, nice and tall, and we're going to walk forward a few paces, walk backwards a few paces. The key is not to let the weight bounce off of your leg. Just remember which side you do. We'll get the other side.
Yes. All right, let's do this.
You ready?
Ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Low squat. Reach. Woo!
It's a good one to wake you up in the morning.
I tell you, it's I heard all kinds of. I wasn't sure if it was the turf, it was the foundation of the house giving way. I don't know. It was, And time. That was just slightly over 30 seconds, but it feels good.
Yes, that was something we need.
Right. All right, we got 5 seconds, and we're going to do these carries and begin.
This feels like my grocery shopping trip.
You only have one bag?
Actually, sometimes I do yeah, sometimes I have like, maybe just put them all in one hand because I'm holding my purse in the other hand.
Me too.
Yeah. Parking far away.
And time. Somehow I'll be doing that one, and I'll get a video of me doing a carry, and Bob will have a purse in my other hand. Not a stopwatch. It'll be a purse over there. All right, we gotta do it again. Ready, and begin. Down, reach, back down, and up. Try to keep your core nice and tight while you're doing this. Also, Try not to hold your breath. Breathe. Maybe have a little conversation. Maybe talk back to the TV. Maybe you have some things to say to us.
It's getting a little easier though.
What's that?
The arm raise.
Oh yeah, no, I'm loosen, much looser now.
Yeah.
And time.
It's working.
Yay!
Yay.
All right, this, maybe it's over to your dominant side. I don't know, we didn't say that initially. It's warming up, so it's not gonna be too terribly heavy.
Should be good.
And let's begin. You should be good. And then back. Focus on the foot placement. Make every step count.
Stand up nice and tall.
That's right.
Definitely a lot of core work on this.
Oh yeah. And time. It reminds me back in when I got started in fitness, I used to see people do this one all the time. It was always,
Oh, the side bend.
yes. And I was like, now we know that's really not great anatomically for you. This is way better. That is,
Yes.
that's the move you want to do. So
Sure.
I don't know why I was doing that. I just kept thinking of those people doing this bend the whole time. All right, so we have 4 exercises. I'm going to show you all 4 of them now because we only have 30 seconds of time in between. I don't have enough time to show you all of them there. So the first one, I'm going to elevate. We're going to be in an incline press. So my hips are down and I'm going to have my shoulders off. Okay? If you want to stack even more pillows up, great. You can be anywhere up to a 45-degree angle. I wouldn't go much higher than that. From here, we're just going to do a press. Okay? And you'll know why we did those carries because a lot of these moves are going to really require that core, that anti-rotation. So that's why we warmed up that. So 6 to 8 one side, switch 6 to 8 on the other side. As long as your heart rate isn't really, really elevated, while one side is pressing, the other side's pretty much resting. So you don't need excessive amounts of rest in this one.
Yes.
Unlike, when was it, Wednesday is the superset one? You need a little more rest than Wednesday.
Yeah.
Not as much on this one. Okay? So that's the first one. The second one is a deadlift. We're going to put the band in one on one side of the body, and we're going to have the kettlebell on the other side of the body. Now, whichever side has the kettlebell, you're going to step back a little bit, right? We're doing stagger stance for this one? Okay. And we're going to go down. Oh, I need to tighten up my band just a little bit. So flatten out that back, and I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to hinge back. I'm going to push my booty way back and then stand up nice and tall. What I don't want to have is rounding. I don't want to reach for the ground. Just pull those shoulders back and up nice and tall. 6 to 8 on one side, switch 6 to 8 on the other side. The third one that we are going to do, is this seated or is this a
Seated, yeah.
seated one? Okay. I prefer seated. So we're here. And we're going to do a row with our palms facing the floor. Okay, a lot of times we'll do it with the palms facing each other. Palms facing the floor. When I do that, they come wide. And I want to go wide and pinch those shoulder blades together. Okay? So that's going to be 10 to 12. Depending on the band, it might only be 8. I want to see as far of a range of motion as you can get on that one though. And then the last one that we are going to do. This might be a little bit too wobbly. If I have a fitness bench, I would actually prefer to do that. I could stack some yoga blocks. Like that would be a great option. We're going to do a rear foot elevated.
You can get those textbooks back out also.
Stack 2 Britannicas on there. We're going to do rear foot elevated. So it's just off the floor. split squat. Oh, that is wobbly.
Hang in.
Okay, activate that core here, okay? You can hold in that suitcase. You could go into the half rack. You could even hold it in that full rack position. But we do want to keep it up and down as opposed to leaning forward. Cool?
Yes.
All right. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I'm all
You got
set.
all of the things.
I got all the things. You're gonna need a band. You probably,
I'll be fine.
okay,
We
good,
don't have to worry about it just yet.
good.
All right.
You need a weight though.
Yep.
All right, let me, here we go, good. All right, timer number 2 for us. I don't know why I announced that, but you're probably at home going,
Thinking through your process.
right? All right. Here we go. So Coach Amy is doing a press where she's using both hands. You will probably need a little bit more rest doing the two-handed press than the single-handed press.
And hopefully you started non-dominant side first. That way you know you've got it down.
Well,
Exhale as you press up. If you want to focus on your breathing.
sometimes I don't have a weight in the other hand, and I'll still press it. Helps kind of balance out my, ooh, we almost lost the remote on that one.
That's not replaceable.
That was centimeters away. Yeah, so sometimes even though I'm weighted only on one side, if I push the other side, it engages that other side of the body, albeit not with a big weight. But the brain kind of likes that symmetry.
Yes.
So.
And one thing that we hear a lot of times is, you know, folks feel like their head is heavy. It's hard to hold up your head. This is one of those things where it takes some practice to build up those neck muscles to help support your head. So try to not let your head rest. Try to keep it up.
Work those neck muscles.
Right.
But yes, we hear that all the time. My neck's really sore. Yeah, it's a weak muscle. Most people's necks are really weak. Woo! I'm feeling Wednesday's push-ups.
I'm feeling it too.
I tell you, those shoulder taps, it's amazing how more challenging they make push-ups.
I know.
Make sure you're also pressing straight up, even though your body's at an angle. You want to press straight up to the ceiling. Oh. Woo.
Oh my goodness.
Only 45 seconds left.
Oh.
A little shake. We'll shake it out.
Roll it out a little bit.
I might do 3 on one, maybe 4 on one, 4 on the other. See what I can get. See what I can get done here at the end.
Shorten set.
Gotta drive those feet into the ground.
Here we go, down to the water.
All the way through the whistle. Yes.
Perfect.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. We got the same number on each side. That's what counts.
You want to be balanced.
Yes.
You want to be symmetrical. Okay, so this is that offset. Band on one side, kettlebell on the other side, hinge, flat back, There's so much going on in this one. And we're starting now.
Boy, that goes quick.
30 seconds going by.
So fast.
You might even double loop yours, Coach.
That's what I was thinking.
6 to 8 on one side. 6 to 8 on the other side. Make sure your booty is going back.
And just checking in, you want to feel this in your glutes, your hamstrings.
Not in the lower back.
Yeah.
Start feeling the lower back, you let us know, please. I have some people, they said, oh, I changed that the entire month because I was feeling it here. And I was like, you never let us know.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. We're coaches. We like to coach.
That's right. Yeah, the hinge pattern takes a little practice.
Woo! All right. I didn't get a sip during that 30 seconds.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh. Feel that.
Anytime you get those, or at least anytime I get the legs involved, I really start to feel it.
Yeah. The other thing that helps too is keeping up on the ball of that back foot. If you keep it flat, it's harder to get the hips back.
It is, yeah.
So almost like it's like a kickstand for you in the back there.
Yeah, most of what you're pushing through is that front foot.
Yeah. Most of your weight's going to be there.
Most of my weight's in the belly. It's slimming down time though.
Yeah.
It's slimming season.
I know. Starting up slimming to summer this month.
Yeah.
Coaching. Doing it remote, which is really cool.
Yeah, that is one. If I was going to give a positive to the pandemic, it's that we're able to coach people from now all over.
Yep. Yep. That's a big advantage.
I have a call I'm putting together with a buddy of mine that's opening a gym in Australia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so he knew that we opened ours from scratch a year ago. And so that's going to be cool.
Here we go. Down to the last few reps.
Woo, feeling those hammies. Oh. Oh. Ay, 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 ay.
Get both sides.
All right, we have that row, the banded row now. Another neat thing that you can do if you have these yoga blocks, and if you're barefoot like me, you can put it around that yoga block here, and now it's not pulling into your feet as much. So this is going to be maybe an 8 to 10, 10 to 12, depending on the tension in your band. But you do want those palms down, and you want to go wide and back, pinching those shoulder blades.
Yeah, if it's too easy, try to pull your hands back a little bit further. Maybe get those hands up by your rib cage. Mine's not cooperating with me.
Who's too easy on this one? Oh my goodness.
You never know what kind of band they have at home.
That's true. You can always slow it down. If it's really too easy, you can always slow it down.
Super slow.
We might have to get you a pair of those fancy new handles like we had at the gym.
I know. I'd really get it back then.
Those are neat.
Way back there.
Yeah, watch out, wall.
I know. Might be an elbow through the drywall before you know it.
Woo! Sitting up nice and tall. I see as people start to fatigue here. Yes, this takes a lot of core. It starts to get a little rounded in their back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be nice and tall for these.
Right.
I've heard of some people, they'll get like washcloths, something like that, if the band is cutting into their hands a little bit.
Yeah.
And they'll just use that as a barrier if you don't have workout gloves. Not a huge fan of workout gloves.
No.
But you could use a washcloth, a towel, something like that.
Some socks, maybe. Trying to exhale as you pull those bands back towards you.
Oh, Coach, I am going to feel this one.
It's always crazy how it's like it's a band, right? And it just can fatigue you so much.
Yeah, bands work.
Yeah.
Like, people always, poo-poo on bands, but they work. They are effective. So if you got some bands at home, you don't need to necessarily run out and buy 1 million kettlebells.
Right.
These bands work.
Great for mixing it up.
Great for travel.
Perfect.
Right? Hopefully people are going to be doing a little traveling this summer.
Mm-hmm. We do have one all band workout in the rotation, so
Yeah,
maybe
just
we'd have
search
to put
for it.
we have to put some more up there for this summer, and some
Yeah.
short band workouts that you guys can do on your
Or some
trips.
mini band work,
Mm-hmm.
body weight. We'll put together you got my thought process going now, Coach. Oh, I don't know. I know what we have next, so I'm gonna take a little. Maybe I'll get in 2 reps here at the very end.
Yeah, this one, a lot of these you get maybe 3 sets in, but with this one, because it's not a whole lot of setup,
Oh,
4 is possible. Shake it out, and we don't need those bands anymore. So
no, done with the bands.
roll those off to the side.
You are super, but you are done.
All right, so I'm gonna set back up my surface so that I've got my
Rear
Elevated.
foot elevated.
rear foot ready to go. Oh, here we are.
And we're ready to go.
And we're ready to go. I'm kind of on the crease with the turf here. And set up from the bottom,
That's
but that doesn't
the
mean
key.
you have to
Go there every
go
time.
to the bottom every rep. So lower down as much as you can. We want you to get up out of that squat. Some people complain about knee pain. So use your range of motion. Wow,
It's too high.
whew,
It's too high.
but you gotta finish it out.
Yeah. I gotta be balanced.
Yeah, this takes a little bit of stability. So if you're doing body weight only, totally fine. You can always work your way up.
Well, I've experimented. 2 yoga blocks. A little too high.
Too much.
A little too much.
Now you know.
Now I know. Knowing is half the battle. It always gets the heart rate going. My goodness.
Must be a long way for that blood to travel.
There's no way.
Your long legs.
I don't know. We're doing the same weight too. You.
I have short legs. Blood doesn't have to travel very far.
I don't know. Whatever you want to blame it on. We just maybe need to make it a little
Please don't.
challenging for you.
I'm feeling the burn now.
All right. Oh yeah, I like the one. The one yoga block is way better.
Good, more manageable.
Yes. Oh, only a minute to go. Time flies when you're having fun, Coach.
So much fun.
So much fun.
So our last strength element.
Right.
Woo! Now if you have more time, you want to get a little bit more of a calorie burn, you could always do some kind of a finisher at the end.
Yeah.
Kettlebell swings, you can go
Jump
for a
rope.
walk.
Yeah.
You could, I don't know if you have a rower or a bike.
A little treadmill hike.
Get something not too complex, so please do not go into one of our cardio workouts. All right, the last few in here.
Make sure you're balanced. Make sure you're even.
Woo! Oh my goodness, feel those quads.
Yes.
Burning.
All right.
Okay.
So the nice thing is we've hit just about all the different muscles that we could in a very short period of time. We've done legs, we did upper body, chest, back.
Core work all in.
When you do this type of training, I was actually talking with a younger athlete who's looking at getting into coaching and training. You don't have to do chest and tris, back and bis, leg day. We did legs, but we did everything else. 1972 when Arnold Schwarzenegger started doing it that way.
That's how it was when I was starting to lift weights back
Yeah.
in the 90s.
We didn't know any better. There wasn't a whole lot of research going into
Right. It was
fitness back then.
just kind of plug and play.
Yeah. All right, I like starting in this position here, Coach.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
Hold on, let me catch my breath a little bit. Maybe get a sip of water before I
What's your whistle?
whistle. All right, let's go. Up and over. Feel that stretch all through those ribs.
Feel it.
And now we're going to reach out. Set your chest down right on that thigh. Reach the opposite arm really far out. And sit on up. We'll bring that back leg forward and we're going to...
Oh.
This is from those deadlifts.
Yeah, that Wednesday workout. I'm still feeling that.
Supersets will get you. And let's bring those feet together for our butterfly.
Sitting up tall.
And other leg out.
Ooh. Boy, 9 better on the other side.
Possibly worse. And let's take that leg on back. We'll bring up and over, reach.
Nice side bend stretch.
And last one, let's take it right out. A lot of times people ask, where do you feel this one? I feel it kind of like in the glute, back area, Sometimes you feel it where you're supposed to feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes I feel it differently in different instances when we do this.
And relax.
Awesome work.
Coach, good work.
High five to you folks out there.
On a Friday.
Yes, happy Friday, happy weekend.
Yes.
You got your Friday workout in.
Got it done. If you liked it, like it. Subscribe, share, leave us comments. We like reading them.
Yes.
And we see you tomorrow morning, or tomorrow whenever. We'll see you tomorrow. Otherwise, never miss a Monday. We'll definitely catch you on Monday, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend.